Alrighty, the next part of this lecture is really for people who are looking to take their understanding of Linux and virtualization to the next level. It's not required for the course, you don't have to do any of this, but if you're really interested in this technology, this will kind of give you a glimpse of where you're going. Now, you'll notice one of the things that as we've been going through the install, the mouse has been erratic, things really don't look as well as they should, and that is because we do not have the guest editions installed in our Linux distribution. We have to get those installed if we want full functionality in VirtualBox. Now I will tell you, if you're using VMware, typically you never have these big of issues. You will have issues, absolutely, because Linux has many different flavors, and so it's not as easy to build this one monolithic application that takes care of all the different distributions. So what we're going to go through now is the process of installing the guest editions here on the box. And the first thing you'll need to do, and this is particular to this situation right now, it may vary on other distributions of what you have to do. You may have to do nothing to get the guest editions installed, but in this one we're definitely going to have a problem. So the first thing I'm going to do to resolve this is su into the root account. So as you can see, I am now root, and what I will do is go out and download some information, or I should say applications and upgrades that I need for the system for the guest editions to install correctly. So we will use the yum command. Let me get my mouse over here. So yum, and we'll be learning about yum later on, and we'll be doing the group install. We'll put double quotes, and what we're going to ask yum to go and install is the development tools for this distribution. So I'll just type that in. Okay, and this is case sensitive, by the way, so everything you see it here must be typed exactly like it is on the screen, enclosed in quotes and everything. I will press enter. Well, actually, before I press enter, I won't say yes here. I'll say yes later so you can actually see it go through it. So I press enter, and what's happening is yum, and this is a little application that allows us to install open source software, upgrade our system. Once again, we'll talk about it in great detail later in the semester. Allows us to go out there, and you can see it's actually setting up some repositories, and now what it's doing, it's going out and finding the information about the packages I'm requesting. When you do a group install, you get a lot of stuff. A lot of things come down, and you can see there's many things coming down here. We have a total of 49 packages are being installed, 12 are being upgraded, and the total download is 84 megs. So I will click yes to do that, and I won't wait for it to download. I'll pause the video and come back to it at the end. So I'll click yes, you can start the download, and I'll pause right here. So the packages have finished downloading, didn't take very long, and now it's asking me to accept the GNU privacy key, and I will do that. And what will happen now, it'll actually go through the install process, and once again we have quite a few packages that need to be installed. So what I'm going to do is pause right here, and we'll come back and continue afterwards. Great. Everything has been downloaded and installed. Now I will tell you right up front that installing the development tool group package is not wholly necessary. You can go out there and download only selective packages, but I will tell you also that it's challenging, especially for a new student. So that's probably the easiest way to get the packages you need for the guest editions to hopefully install correctly. Alright, so let's go ahead now and see if we can get the guest editions coming down. I will go up to Device on the VirtualBox menu, and I will select Install Guest Editions. Click Enter, And what we should see is a little icon open up on the desktop. What we can do from here is click on that, but I prefer, and we get to use some of our skills, I prefer to actually CD into the install. So we'll do a tab. That's the actual CD that's coming down. And we'll go into there, and then we'll type ls-l to see what's in here. Okay, here are all the files that are part of this. Now, exe is obviously not going to work in a Linux environment, so we're not going to run that. What we will run is this run script right here. So that one right there is the one we'll run. And to get it to run from this directory, what we have to do is put a dot and a slash, right? Dot means run it from here, slash, and then we type out, and we'll use tab completion to help us along with this. And from here, we'll press enter, and that will run the script that will install the modules. Now, but one of the things it's going to do is modify the kernel, and that's typically where you'll see the error message come up. So let's see what happens. All right, so we get an error message that it failed to build the guest editions, but it does give us some information right here. So it did not work perfectly this time, but that's okay. We have this. So what we're going to do with this information is see if that will help us. So maybe we need to install this package also. So what I'll do is just highlight that, center mouse click, which puts it down here now after, right, my prompt, and I'll press enter again. This is going out, and we're going to install some more software that is needed to get the guest editions to install correctly. This one should not take very long, so we'll just wait for it to go through the whole install process. All right, done. Let's try. All we'll do is use history, up arrow, to get back to here. Press enter, and hopefully this time it'll actually go through and correctly install the guest editions. The guest editions allow us to use the mouse a little more efficiently, go to different modes as far as our screen goes. Once again, not perfect. They really vary depending on the distribution, and we are using a brand new release of CentOS here. So you can expect to have a little challenges within any Linux distribution. And that's why it's a good idea when you're first starting out to take the virtual machines that that are already pre-made and practice with them before you get to this part. All right, so here we go. We actually got the guest editions to install. Now this may vary on your system. I'll just let you know right now. And if you have some problems, what you want to do is go out there and Google that to see what is out there, and you'll come up with a bunch of different sites saying slightly different variations of what I just did right here. But more than likely what we did will work, and this should enhance this environment. Now this is not the one you're going to be using in class. You will use the one that I gave you at the beginning of the semester. But if you've gone through this part, congratulations, you've taken it to the next level.